We'll do it live. F it.
You didn't talk to Carl?
Well, I whispered something in Carl's ear that I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh man, why you gonna do that to me?
Let's just say you haven't seen or heard Johnny Kush on WATP since. Okay.
I guess the positive thing is that I know you had a beef with Carl after the episode. I wasn't sure if it was a work or stick or not, but I more noticed you after that, and I started following you after that. And certainly I knew of you going into the BYB, but that was like, oh, I thought that was great. I mean, I don't know what they thought about it. It seems like they were pretty pissed off about it. I thought it was great radio, so to speak, and I thought you made it great.
Well, I went on and tonight you invited me on. Mm-hmm. You told me, hey, this is kind of what the show's about tonight, and this is when it's going to start, and this is what's going on. And we didn't talk about what we were going to talk about exactly. You just said this is the topic. So maybe you can come in prepared, mm-hmm. and have a good show like we did tonight. Had a good conversation because I knew what we were going to talk about. I got to look things up.
Yeah.
And if you would have bought me in tonight and ignored me and played 8 out of your friends talking over each other, I would have told you to fuck off 3 hours ago and went home.
Yeah. I was surprised that dynamic and how it all seemed real. It was entertaining to listen to, but it definitely seemed like people's feathers were ruffled.
Well, I just thought it was really odd that every single person in that broadcast had to block me on Twitter. I'm like, wow, that is really sensitive.
Really, it shows me that there's something about you in a good way. Like if you turn people off that much, and I would have thanked you. I would have said, man, that was great. Thanks. No, it's a weird show. I've been on that show. I've been on that show twice, and you kind of have to know what you're getting into. Like I could see going in cold. I kind of went in cold, but I just kind of hung back. Yeah, because it's weird. It's like you're coming into a clique that you're not a part of. It's like you're the new kid at school, and you just got sat down at the table where people have been sitting together for years on end, and it's a weird, vulnerable place to be. You don't know who knows you, who doesn't. You don't know why you're there, but I think that's kind of what they like. But it seems like they don't like it if they blocked you after the fact.
Yeah, and a lot more goes into that appearance too than meets the eye. I mean, I might as well spill the beans now. I mean, who cares? No, I will. Before I went in that show, I got a long, 4-page fucking letter from Joey C telling me, if you go on that show, we're no longer friends, and I'm not going to help you promote your show. And I go, what? You're telling me not to go on another guy's show? What are you, my daddy?
Oh, wow.
So I wrote Joey back and I said, I already made when I say I'm going to be somewhere, I'm going to be there. I'm not going to chicken out because you have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with this guy. I'm going in with an open mind, and I'm going on, Joey. So fuck you, Joey. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know how you'd betray me. No, we're not friends, Joey. So I'm already fucking dealing with that before I even went on the show. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? So I already know that the guys are coming at me because I am one of Joey's friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's really the only reason they had me on in the first place. And I just called him out.
And he wanted to hear your dick story, which he admitted to.
And not only did I shit on their show, I pulled out my headphones that I knew that were not going to work and just sound like shit, and I fucked their show up on purpose. See, I go to a different level of fucking with people.
Yeah, I was kind of frustrated by that, though, because I was enjoying your banter back and forth, and I wanted to hear it, I think I might have even tweeted it. I'm like everyone's focused on these other things. I'm like, here's a good one right here. Kush versus BYB. I mean, this is some funny, good shit right here. And everyone's just kind of, I tell you what fucked it up was Stuttering John coming on the week after.
Well, getting back to Kevin Brennan. Kevin Brennan called up and said the same exact
Yes,
thing,
he
word
did.
for word, about their show.
Everybody.
And I did 2 weeks before.
And John did too. And look, I've been on the show. I'm cool with the Quad Father. He's been on my show, but I'm not like cucking. No, I don't want to use the word cuck, but I'm in my own lane, and I'm just commentating on what I see. Like, I'm friends with you today, and I think, well, I'm usually friends with everyone I've been on my show, so I don't see us ever having a problem. I'm not looking to have beefs with anybody, but I'm going to call it like I see it. Whether I've been on your show or not. But my point is that what you were saying, what you were criticizing them for, is exactly what Kevin Brennan said, exactly what Stuttering John said, and it took them saying it for them to understand it. But when you said it, you're a fucking asshole.
Exactly. Because I don't have enough listeners to be taken seriously. But those people, they're not going anywhere. They're at their peak. They're not moving ahead. They're regressing every week. The show is the same thing. Those guys did 5,000 views that night John went on. Well, now I watched tonight. There was 87 people watching them.
Yeah. I clicked in. I saw 100, but that's still better than what they were doing before. I mean, I would love to get 80 people watching me if I did a live. I mean, that would be phenomenal.